Welcome back, Augmented Ones. Jess Storm here, joined by DJ Brad.
Yeah, man.
This week for Augmented Naturally, what was the name going to be? Yeah. Forgot the title. Title doesn't matter. This week for Augmented Naturally, it's our Blackjack episode. Oh, you're fine. Episode 21. Mega changes for Mega Candy. Niantic takes the week off. Niantic announces their planet scale AR alliance for the alliance. Niantic narrows the pool of devices. And wake me before September ends for some mega raids, because we got a lot of events going on. We were half right when it came to some of them when we were speculating about it. Stay tuned.
No, I was fully right. It was just the video was edited.
Debatable.
Okay, maybe not. Just let me have this.
Okay. So eventually we'll add music here. Yada yada da.
Da 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 da.
Okay. So
speaking of which, and it's not probably doesn't need to be in this, but there's I can send you the link for there's like a free music archive, and you can just there's a few artists. I went through a lot of it when I was looking to do some streaming stuff, and I found a couple of really good artists that have some dope just instrumental type stuff. So.
Yeah, there's one guy I follow, Harris Heller. He has his stream beats, so he has a lot of background music that you can play with that. But I even went into GarageBand and tried making my own thing for a couple episodes. You would hear it during the intro and all that. I don't know if you remember back in the day, last year. 2019 was just a blur going on. Yeah, I randomly had a bird. I think it was a hawk or something. Just call in there or two.
Okay, this does sound familiar.
Maybe I'll add it in this week. See if we can make it a little more official. But going into the episode, the meat and potatoes. Add in a veggie or two if you want.
No greens.
It's all right. The green giant right now would be Mega Venusaur with the extra flowers and all that. But with the mega changes this week, they just released it probably a couple hours ago, yesterday. Time is a blur. It's 2020. You know that.
Yeah. Does it even matter right now? Not really.
Yeah, it varies.
I saw somebody say, let's just stop with daylight savings. It's already 2020. Nobody wants it. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Everybody's already confused. Let's just do this.
Uh-huh. Yep. So the mega changes were, they increased the mega energy that you get from raids. In addition to from research, you'll have, down the road, you'll be able to get mega candy from catching Pokemon.
Yeah, I thought I saw somewhere it said that if you catch Pokemon that share a certain type, you'll get bonus.
It would be the species.
Is it just a species? Because I thought it was a...
I thought
it's a type.
Species. That would be overpowered.
It would just be easy. I mean, it depends on how much energy you get. If you just get one energy per catch.
Because you would have to narrow... Because there's a lot of types that will overlap with it. So
that's true.
Once everything all comes out, for them to be introducing each one in each spot.
It might just be for the events for the next couple weeks.
It's what they're working on. It's the stuff that they're working on right now.
Okay.
Walking with your buddy to earn mega energy. More ways to earn mega energy through research tasks and other gameplay. So it's stuff they're working on. Nothing is official with that just yet.
Gotcha.
Earning bonus candy when catching Pokemon that share a type with your Mega Pokemon.
So only if you have it ready to go. Okay.
Not sure.
So if you've got Mega Venusaur as your buddy for the 4 hours that he's evolved, while you catch Poison and Grass? Is he still Poison and Grass when he's Mega?
Yeah.
So if you catch Poison and Grass, you'll get bonus energy. That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I was reading that differently. Okay. Yeah, that's
I didn't read into it at all. I just heard it and was like, okay, let's bank that in the brain and not look into it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a good way to do it. That way you can actually utilize that extra Mega time frame as opposed to just doing it only.
And only costs 20 now to re-evolve a Mega. If you can, catch 20 Pokemon of the same type in that time frame, it gives you like you can get 20 and get how much it costs and then start banking for the next time.
Yeah, so if you base it off of like an event that's going on or figure out what nests are nearby, then you can hit that nest in between the raid time frames, which allow for people to actually involve themselves in nest again, which is kind of unheard of.
I know.
Someone asked me what a nest rotation was. I had to look it up on an app, and half the time they don't.
It's a Wednesday. Huh? It's a Wednesday. It's either this Wednesday or next Wednesday. One of the two.
Well, yeah, I can actually pull it up on my Go Field Guide app. The next nest migration is actually Wednesday, September 16th. So it was rotated this week.
So you just had one. Okay.
Yeah. So
I used to get tagged in our Discord and be like, this Pokemon is this nest and this that, and I would be like, it would take me a couple days and I'd get it all. I haven't been tagged in what feels like months. I don't think anybody even checks anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it varies. Well, yeah, they never know who's still playing or who's out and about. Yeah, so along with these other mega changes that were going on, they fixed the trading bug, in my opinion. I don't have confirmed information because I didn't try it beforehand, but basically people were able to mega evolve a Pokemon, trade that Pokemon, and then that new person would be able to mega evolve any other Pokemon because that counted in their mega dex. So once they get that mega dex entry, it allows them to... Okay, thanks, nice.
Save that initial big buck cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, that's the only thing that didn't change just about didn't change when it came to the energy changes this week. That still stayed at 200.
Yeah.
That stayed at 200. Mega Beedrill stayed at 100. But the evolutions after that is what went down?
Yes. Significantly for some. Well, not significantly.
A good amount.
I mean, it's 20% for Blastoise. Wait, 10 of 50? Yeah, 20%.
Yeah, so 40 candy for the Kanto starters and 20 candy for the Mega Beedrill. And that might be the same rate for Mega Pidgeot as well. Where
I would think he would be the same as Beedrill.
Yeah.
I would hope.
They might factor in those values based off of how they're introduced, because Mega Pidgeot will be introduced in raids.
Right.
Meanwhile, Mega Beedrill was introduced in the quest line for the Mega time frame, which they gave you 150 Mega Candy for Mega Beedrill. So you would get 2 Mega Evolutions. You get the main Mega Evolution and then 2 after that. So you'll still get the 2 after that, but you'll just be sitting at 10 candy until they introduce another way for you to get it.
Oh, I just got a tweet notification. Go Battle League Season 4 begins Monday, September 14th at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Which means that this week will be the merging of all 3 leagues if it hasn't started already.
Which you may have, yeah.
Yeah, I think it already did. I just haven't been doing Go Battle League, just been too busy and everything.
Yeah.
Gyms in New Jersey finally opened back up, and I've been trying to get on these workout challenges that I joined, and I've been needing to do just body workout challenges. And I was doing the On It 6 program.
Okay.
And it was like $50 for their class or something. You okay there?
I guess you didn't hear that?
I did hear it.
Yeah. There's the
Okay.
cat stretching.
I figured it was either the cat, a fly, a banshee,
No.
or...
Yeah, he just stuck his arm out. What cat moans when they stretch? And he's back asleep.
They heard me talking about working out, and they started strutting.
He said, "No." He said, "No, I can't. I can't have this."
But yeah, so I joined those challenges. Just finished the On It one, and I'm finishing up the One Up challenge now, and that has about like 4 weeks left on it. So I've been hitting the gym like every day.
Just getting them gains, bro.
Something like that, yeah. Doing what I can. I gotta make sure I submit some gym selfies and everything, maybe some AR photos while I'm in the gym.
I mean, did you even go to the gym if you didn't take a selfie?
I took my first gym selfie.
Look at you.
Yeah, I took my first gym selfie like 2 days ago because that was the first day back. But mainly because this is just a sponsor segment or an ad. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
But I got all my gear from Just Saiyan. So it's spelled like the Super Saiyan.
Right, I got you.
Because they have these fitness gear that is custom made to look like the characters' outfits. So if you're familiar with My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero, depending on if you're actually translating the Japanese or... Anyway. The UA gym outfit, I got that to wear at the gym. So I have a pair of sweatpants and then a tank top in the blue and then the UA logo.
Okay.
And then I have my All Might mask that I wear.
Nice.
Just a huge smile as I'm borderline crying or grunting, looking into the mirror as I'm doing reps. A huge smile on my face, but angry eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh! But there's a giant smile, so I'm like, okay. I'm smiling because I'm looking at myself smiling, grunting and groaning about this.
Look up the Danhausen face mask. He's a independent wrestler. Mm-hmm. I kind of want one. It's the same thing. It's the same big goofy cartoon smile.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Probably would be faster than the one that I got because that Just Saiyan company makes them, I guess, by hand, like individual piece by piece. So it takes like almost 2 months for them to make a single
item. Put it together?
Yeah. So you order like 3 things. It's going to take the exact amount of time. So I ordered it at the start of one of the challenges, and I was like, okay, going to work out, going to do this, and then I'll get this as my reward right when it ends, and then I can take my finisher picture with it. But yeah, those are my mega changes that I've been going through.
I've been mega eating differently. I fast until noon, and I don't eat after 8. Hopefully that's... My boss had pretty good success with it. I've only been doing it like 2 weeks now, so I don't have any kind of... I'm not weighing myself or anything. I'm just kind of doing it to hopefully sleep and feel better, but we'll see.
Yeah, the intermittent fasting helps, especially since you can just go with the flow with it, because I'm sure you've noticed that you don't feel hungry until after you start eating.
Yeah.
And I've found that I was doing it for a time too, but with Wawa eating after 12 is a bit rough because I need those extra calories to keep my mind going, because otherwise I'm just completely distracted with everything else. And working out as hard as I have been, you need that extra.
Yeah, you definitely need to recover. That fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a consistent schedule, so it's not. Mm-hmm. It's Monday through Friday. I'm up at 6. I'm usually off work somewhere between 4 and 6.
Okay. Yep.
So it's a little easier for me to manage.
Yeah.
I don't have any kind of crazy. Sometimes I get a little close and they're finishing dinner by 8, but other than that, I'm usually all right.
Nice. Good luck. We'll stay posted.
Thank you. Yeah, keep updated. Keep updated on it.
Yeah. Okay, so we alluded to it the last time. We heavily speculated on it because we got the dates, but we never got the exact stuff going on during those dates.
The deets. You need them hot deets.
Mm-hmm. And a little birdie told us that we were right when it came to the first week because it was Mega Pidgeot.
Mm-hmm.
That little birdie got Mega for him, so.
Is that because they tweeted it to us or because it's Pidgeot?
Both. So the weeks after that, we'll go into each of the details during each week when we get to them. That way we have some information for the augmented syncs. And because you're going to hear it on every podcast, so we're not going to waste your time if you don't need the information.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so we're not going to throw the book at you. We're just going to give you the main plot here. So
I'm going to throw it. We'll hit you with it, but we're not going to throw
it. Yeah. So the first week, Mega Pidgeot will be achieved by completing 2 million Mega Raids.
I got to get busy, man. It's too many raids for me to complete.
Well, if you look at the breakdown that we found somewhere, there's over 211 million players in the Asia-Pacific area. With them going as hard as they do, and Niantic 3 free passes to the entire player base.
Yeah. Oh, it's everybody. It's not just me. Whew.
Yeah, it's everyone. So everyone got those.
There's that grandpa. I want to say Korean. He has the bike. He's got the little grandpa. He's got the bicycle. And he's got the spread out. He has like 20 to 25 phones on his little bike fan. Dude, miles out, man. How are you getting? I can barely. Sometimes I'll do two phones. And I can barely handle it. That dude's got like 20, 25, and it's too much. He might be able to knock out 2 million raids on his own. He goes hard.
That's a definite. I think he got sponsored.
It would not surprise me.
Yeah, obviously by a phone provider, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, at this point, he does it because of it, so.
He's Taiwanese. My bad.
Taiwanese, okay. Yeah.
Taiwanese.
No, you were about right.
Oh, he's up to 64 now. Somebody in trouble. My cat made a little grunting noise. I don't know what that.
Yeah, that's the message. She just got home, so.
Excitement is high in the house.
Oh yeah, he's especially excited because she spent the night at her aunt, so it was just me and him this morning and last night. So.
So to him, she's been going for literally forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was dead. It's the second coming for him. So. Yep.
He said, "Oh my God, I counted. You've been gone for forever."
Yeah. Otherwise, he never would have been in the same room as me. He would have just still been at the window.
Yeah.
But for the second week, after this week, it'll be Mega Battles for Mega Houndoom. And it'll be...
Also, they're jumping into second gen. All right.
Yeah, they're jumping around because their main thing that they're coming to after this is Mega Gengar. And Niantic has to make sure that we're ready for Mega Gengar when it shows up, because Gengar already has a huge attack pool, so when it comes to that, the attack pool and the attack power, they got to make sure that we're ready for it. Otherwise, it's just going to be tanking fools.
Sure, I'm ready.
Them left and right.
I got 2 maxed out. Well, I have 3 in total. I have 3 perfects, but I have 2 maxed out perfects. Gengar, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'll help you when you get the Megas. If you can beat them and catch them, that'll be the trick of it. And that's why they're introducing the Mega Houndoom for the second week. If trainers can defeat other trainers... Oh, wait, no. It'll be trainer battles, not including Go Battle League, gym battles, and Team Go Rocket battles. I don't have raids in here. That's silly. There should be raids.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess the raids is already a thing, so they're trying to expand it out beyond that.
Yeah.
To everybody. I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
And
who knows what Niantic be thinking these days?
Well, yeah, that's probably why they're taking the week off, so...
Yep.
They got to work on that. They're taking a week off for their mental health because COVID times, California, other areas as well, still getting hit pretty hard. So
yeah,
it's a mental health week. Probably celebrating either. We are jumping around so much. This is why I don't do the time slots on videos yet, because it is just bing, bang, boom, boom, bop. But the...
So
they have just a lot of things going on in general.
Word. Especially
since they have other offices. And they have some big stuff in the works in means of their planet-wide... planet-scale AR alliance coming up.
5G, Bill Gates, coronavirus, QAnon.
We'll have Q and none of that. And yeah, for the third week, like we were talking about, Mega Gengar.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to figure out what this challenge is. Become buddies with your Mega Evolved Pokemon. Spend time with it. During this time, Pokemon that are large in size will be appearing more often in the wild and in raids.
Okay.
During the complete event, Mega Evolved Pokemon will stay in their Mega form 3 times longer.
Okay. So 12 instead of 4.
Yeah. Poffin duration will be increased during the event as well. The timed research during this event. Chance to unlock the timed research during this year's Halloween event that will feature Mega Gengar.
Ah.
But I guess it'll basically be... Basically, they want all your Megas to be buddies with you, so it might be like heart-based. So the more hearts you earn with your Mega Pokemon during that time frame will be added to it. Or they just want to keep Mega Pokemon as your buddy during all of that.
Gotcha.
Not sure. We'll figure out more when it comes to it, or that's just a gimme event that they're doing. But yeah, those are the Mega September events. Next up would be the Planet Scale AR. Now, me knowing little information about this and knowing a little bit about Ingress as well, likes to zoom in on the irony or the social synchronicity of it, that a company called SoftBank Corporation is one of the companies that are being linked to all of the Niantic's alliance for the Planet Scale augmented reality platform. Because in Ingress, a SoftBank Ultralink links multiple portals together when you use them that way.
Okay.
It increases the amount of links that you can throw out of a single portal. But that's neither here nor there.
I think maybe it's some people that we used to work for Niantic that have kind of split up on their own thing. Another partnering with them. Yeah.
It's a possibility,
or just a weird coincidence. That kind of happens too.
In the past, they did have items named for certain companies.
Ah, okay.
So they used to have a cube that would recycle the energy. So like it would automatically refill your energy on there.
And it was a GameCube because they partnered with Nintendo. I got it. No.
No. We would have had Pokemon stuff. We would have had this stuff a long time ago then.
Yeah, that's like the 90s.
Yeah. No.
GameCube? When did GameCube come out?
GameCube?
You continue with your relevant information. I'm gonna look up GameCube.
I think 2004.
2001.
Ah, okay, yeah.
It's weird because release date November 2001. It's strange. I remember playing that at my parents' house, but I wasn't there for much longer after 2001. So.
Yeah, GameCube was one of the first game consoles I had bought on my own. Well, me and my brother, but still.
Yeah.
I was just barely old enough with all that, so.
Yeah, I was 18. 19.
Yeah?
And I had just come back from basic training in April.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I was
anyway.
11. No. 2001. Yeah, add 10 to it. 11, yeah. So, now for the main part of the planet scale AR. Niantic is basically the meeting point for all of these companies to work together in means of enabling experiences across mobile devices and AR wearables that will give people an entirely new way to interact with the world and people around them. Creating the best AR experiences requires bridging content with high-performance devices and networks. They're not going to be doing it alone, so they're introducing the Niantic's Planet Scale AR Alliance for the Alliance.
What I liked.
So it brings the mobile ecosystem's leaders all together that are pushing for 5G to improve AR experiences forward. And we've talked about it before, how 5G is basically a huge game changer when it comes to playing these games out in the world. Because if you notice, raids are laggy, everything is laggy, Go Battle League, it's not that responsive with a lot of things. And that's due to partially from devices and partially from other people's connections from there. Because they have to interact with all these different things, going from server to phone repeatedly. And if you've ever had the sound on in a raid, you'll hear the 1,000 different sounds that each fast attack and each charge attack and each Pokemon dying and each Pokemon going in, each Pokeball being thrown, each attack the raid boss is throwing, which is nice aesthetic for it, but I know it's taxing on the server.
Yeah. And also, so unnecessary. You could just do your stuff. You don't need everybody else's. You don't have like ambient attack noises in the background.
Yeah. Granted, they only show you like 6 other trainers in like a little session with you right there. Meanwhile, it could be like 20-something there. So you won't see everyone in the same instance.
Yeah. And they also do all the graphics and the visuals for the attacks on everybody else in the raid. Mm-hmm. That's with you, and so it's a lot.
Yeah. Which, in means of helping the community and helping other players around you, by you hearing their attacks, you could then help them towards making better choices next time.
Yeah.
Or hearing that something is going off a different way, or there may be people that are playing with limited vision, sight, or sound, and it helps them for that. but it could be a little more niche. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, if we were able to get hooked up on a 5G network, maybe if they had zones. So with Niantic being part of this, it allows them to actually make sure that the big events or the big items that will need that 5G speed will be built around it without the interference around it. So basically, they're not going to let a mega raid, or, well, now we have mega raids, a maximum raid happen in the little part of town, because that's going to be the farthest away from the 5G tower, and people are going to have a terrible connection.
Right, that makes sense.
Meanwhile, if they would be able to build a map to the way that the players would be able to use that 5G technology to the best of their ability. Which is kind of why they're doing away with other devices too.
Yeah, it probably has something to do with why they're getting rid of some of these old devices.
Yeah, because granted, the 5G is still in development in a lot of places. There's not a lot of 5G towers in general. And
the vigilantes are taking one back for the system, and microchips and coronavirus. There's a whole conspiracy. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, not really, no. But
Bill Gates.
It's just the new technology. Everyone's always afraid of
I'm so scared of change. I don't understand it, which means it's bad.
Yeah. I think I remember hearing stories back in the day that if anyone driving a car passed a horse and buggy, the car would have to pull off to the side, cover the car with a tarp so that they don't scare the horse.
Oh my lord.
Until the horse passed by, then they could go.
I grew up right near Amish country.
Yeah.
Past them mugs, right on the road. Woo.
Well, I think it was also probably just the social standard, as well as how loud and obnoxious those other vehicles were back in the day.
I was going to say, it's probably more to do with the noise than anything else.
But also, the horses weren't used to it back then. Now, they're probably used to it.
They
have their blinders on.
They grew up in it. Yeah, blinders probably help too.
Yeah. But yeah, well, since we're on it already, they're discontinuing the use of Android 5 and iOS devices. Let me get the exact information.
6? 5 and 6?
Yes.
6 and 6 plus?
They're discontinuing support for Android 5, iOS 10 and 11, as well as iPhone 5S and iPhone 6. It's probably that those devices are just completely anarchy right now and means of.
But what about the iPhone iPhone 9? Will my iPhone 9 still work? It doesn't exist. They skipped 8. They went from 8 to 10. They went from iPhone 8 to iPhone X. So I always every once in a while tell them to release the iPhone 9, you cowards.
They'll probably just randomly do it as like a lost edition, maybe, or something.
Who knows with Apple?
I don't even know if they know anymore.
Oh, stop! Get over this. What are you doing? I'm hooked, dude. Thank you. Oh, trying to get my attention. He hooked himself into my shirt.
Oh. So those devices and operating systems will be discontinued.
Mm-hmm.
The Alliance
for the light. I could, if that doesn't make any sense.
Alliance,
it's because I never
not
played
Avengers.
Oh. I always say for the light because that's what my roommate said. I don't know if that's correct because I never played World of Warcraft.
What?
I know it's for the Alliance. Isn't that what you're talking about? For the Alliance in that World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Flow the Light is one of the things that they also say. I think.
Okay, good.
It's more of a Paladin Naru thing.
Okay. All right. Cool. Because I didn't know.
Yeah, because
I played all the Warcraft games up until World of Warcraft, but then I've never been a huge fan of MMOs.
Yeah, I played for a bit, a couple years, had some good friends. Still on Facebook friends with them.
Okay.
I haven't touched base with them too much these days because they're off doing their own things.
Yeah.
I think some of them still play. I've been slightly tempted to jump back in, but these days, just too busy.
Yeah.
Because it required a lot of upkeep and means of the way that I played, so.
Word.
So going on with the Niantic's Planet Scale Alliance, with Niantic building the games that will be using the 5G towers to their full capabilities, they'll be able to plan out where everything is going to be going. And they'll be able, since they're working together with these big leaders there, it'll allow them to incorporate the technology that they're developing to work with it as well.
Okay.
So if they introduce the AR glasses, and those AR glasses require a cell phone signal themselves instead of just running off of mobile.
Off your phone, like Bluetooth?
Yeah. That could be one iteration they do. That way it's more of a streamlined feel for things.
Gotcha.
Because we were talking about it before, but basically some of the things that they could incorporate when it comes to the augmented reality glasses is similar to how we were talking about landscape mode, where once they're on or once you have it switched into landscape mode, it zooms in and you can then see things around you. But if you're going faster or going to different points, then you can only see limited things. So if you're going like above 10 miles per hour, then you can only see Pokestops and gyms, or possibly raid eggs. But if you slow down to 5 miles per hour, or slower than that, you start seeing the Pokemon around you. And maybe if you're just a foxtrot or just walking in general, then you may start seeing items on the ground, maybe Stardust or other hints and other things there as well. Like they may be able to introduce clues or other things, like Kecleon might be hiding in a bush.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. They gotta do something about him, man. He's still eluding.
Yeah, it must be because of its typing that they might be waiting to introduce it with a ability update.
I guess so. There's something.
Because Ditto, that didn't come out until like halfway through Gen 2, I think. But they have their own plans, so.
Yeah.
They
would let us know a little bit more.
Well, see, that's the thing. The second any content creator or any community gets a hold of even the hint of any information, they massively speculate and talk about random stuff or dive into the information.
Is it going to show up? Can we see it? I just,
blinding.
Whatever. I just bagged a slight angle here. Maybe we'll.
Can you turn down the brightness?
I'm sure I could. I just turned on the game to catch some stuff. There we go. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, 100% Ammonite.
Oh, I gotta go.
Fully weather boosted too?
Yeah, weather boosted. So hold on 1 second while I yell across the house. I'll put myself on mute. I told her. We'll see. That's trippy. You're stretching and your arms were flashing in and out. It's because it's perfectly cutting you off at the sleeves.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Well, that's my second perfect Ammonite.
Congrats.
Why I need to?
Make sure that you almost star that one.
Oh, I already did. I actually too. I use the star as my little. I have like little codes that I use to keep organization of my Pokemon.
Okay.
And I use diamond, the little diamond shape for shinies because you shine bright like a diamond. And those stars for hundos because they're superstars.
Nice one. No need to add on Jesus Christ there. So.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so, I think we're going to call this one For the Alliance.
Fair enough.
Because I think that all the other stuff I've been saying, I was thinking about for the Augmental idea this week, lines up with it. So, with the Augmental idea this week, I want to make Pokemon Go into more of the Pokemon MMO that it should be and could be.
Okay.
And basically, that makes Pokemon Go almost like... Ingress is like it almost, where the players can trade items. They can exchange items, trade items, and it's basically that the players have an in-game economy almost. But instead of being for items or other point values and stuff like that,
right,
they give other players items because they're going to use those items to interact with the game, giving their team a bigger advantage in their region. So they have like every 4 hours they have a checkpoint, as they call it.
Okay.
And by making a big triangle, you capture the mind units in that area.
The mind units?
Yeah. And the MU, they abbreviate it to. And by capturing the mind units in that area, it brings up your team's score, and the entire world has a big thing that shows up when people log in saying how many mind units one team has
right.
per hour at the time. So in that way, they're trading items and giving up other items to other players to increase the mind unit or the mass control that one team has during that time.
A mystery beverage that disappeared as you drank it. Yeah, I briefly played Ingress years ago when I lived in Chicago. But
yeah, it's hit or miss. I haven't, since I got my 365-day Sojourner badge.
Is that the one where
Onyx, where you log in every day.
Oh, okay.
Portal within 24 hours of the other. Within 24 hours of hacking another portal, every day for over a year, you get it to the Onyx level. Which I completed that, and after a year of doing that, I was like, I'm good at the moment.
Like, okay, this was a ridiculously tough challenge to conquer, but now I've done it. I'll take a break.
Yeah. Well,
I know they had one that's you got to keep a portal for over a year or a year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that we had that one dude in our group that.
How far did you get with that?
I didn't do it. I know he was playing.
Oh yeah.
And he took some. Yeah. He took some insane trip across country. And was like, yeah. I'm back roads of Colorado. I'm taking spots and then somebody got on right before the time limit and sniped him out of all the spots. So that I think they paid somebody to do it.
Yeah, they paid a bunch of spoofers.
That's what it was.
To do it, and they knocked out all of them on the last day.
Yeah.
So yeah, after.
And he kind of lost it, and then he contacted Niantic, and they said, "Sorry, we can't do anything for you." And I haven't seen him playing anything since. That was too much for him. He's like, I'm out.
Yeah. Well.
Which I completely understand.
They handled it the wrong way in means of that message.
Mm-hmm.
Because Yeah, for an investment like that, I mean, they probably could have said that, oh, for someone to do that is insane. No way he actually did it. He was spoofing himself. But I don't know. It could be anything. Yeah, he was the unseen pooper. His name always gives me a good kick with it.
A good chuckle?
Yeah. But yeah, in means of Ingress, I haven't jumped back into it just yet because it was a little time intensive. I would do like a nice size field, and then someone would literally come up and destroy it like 5 minutes after I parked.
Yeah.
And other than that, they weren't doing anything else in the game. So go fig. But also, living in a rural type area, driving 20, 30 minutes just to capture some portals, that's a bit of a burnout on its own. And with my work schedule changing up, I didn't have that type of time to invest in all that. So I figured get back into podcasting and everything and hardcore with that.
Sounds good.
Ingress will still be there and I can jump back in at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But so the players have their own economy of a sort in that game. So Ingress is basically free to play. It is free to play. Most people don't spend any money on it besides actually traveling and doing other stuff in the real world with it. So I wanted to have some features introduced to Pokemon Go that could allow for similar things to happen, as well as give players more of an endgame type feel to it.
Word? Nice.
Because with Pokemon Go, all the players are the ones that are making the interactions, making the changes, flipping the gyms. The raids happen randomly, so that'll be
but up until recently, there hasn't been any way to like notify people in game that there's a raid going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you can do any organization through the game.
Yeah.
Everything you do is outside of it.
Yeah, so we have Discord for all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But I was trying to look for more ways that players could interact and help out other players in certain aspects. So I was thinking about a profession type system that could introduce various new features or various cosmetics that would allow for players to trade items. Trading items would just be a huge boon in general, because some players are more blessed with Pokestops than others. Some of them can't participate in a raid because, too many things have fainted and they haven't had a chance to revive anything back.
Yeah.
Which, some of the things I was thinking about, it would be a tier-based system that people work up towards. So, like, early on, it'll be things like only creating basic Pokeballs. But as they go along, it'll have Great, then Ultra, and then possibly the specialty balls. And possibly one of the features I wanted to come out, this is probably an Augmental idea on its own, is the Pokeball, the ball that you capture the Pokemon with enables a button at the bottom of that Pokemon where you can see an instant replay of when you caught that Pokemon.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
So, like, it could show you the map zooming in on an area or like a nearby Pokestop or maybe a backdrop of an area, especially if you did it with an AR photo. Ooh, that would be awesome. Probably data intensive, but still, it would be a nice little album that you could put together. But it could enable for a instant replay instead of just saying, okay, you caught it with a Pokeball.
Right.
But you didn't see that you caught it when you smacked it on the nose with that Pokeball, or you timed it just perfectly, or you got it on the last ball during a raid with a Premier Ball. Meanwhile, it was perfect.
Right.
So it creates another video or another feeling for that Pokemon and the situation that brought you to it. But I was thinking that they could have this could be the way that they introduce breeding, that it would be a profession that you work on or another player works on. It could be limited to a single trainer or something like that. Or it could be that everyone could work on this as well. Like maybe they could introduce a skill tree, like Wizards Unite has, where you can specialize in a certain thing during a certain time frame. And then when you want to switch over to focusing on another way, then you can then bring out the gameplay that way. But the breeders would be able to... They might be able to... If they trade Pokemon with someone else, it could possibly increase candy or possibly create an egg that could then be traded. Or what if... So basically the same menu that comes up for the trading would be a breeder's menu, and the first person brings up a Pokemon, second person brings up a Pokemon, the screen goes black for some hanky-panky, and then and then an egg is the reward for both of those Pokemon. And it then uses a cooldown of sorts and allows for breeding to happen. So one player can't do the breeding themselves. They have to, unless they're a frog. So they would have to group up with another person or have the profession set up that way. And that profession could then eventually lead up to maybe a weekly cooldown for a single-use incubator that could then be traded to another player or gifted or just used themselves for a single-use incubator, which is free to play right there.
Yeah. I like the idea of I think if they bring in breeding, though, I would probably eliminate, I don't know. Because if you add another way to get eggs in, and then you can kind of like be more specific about what you want, they need to get rid of some other way to get eggs, or make it not as consistent. I don't know.
I think they would probably need to allow you to delete them.
That would be nice.
Or enable them off.
Yeah, so you don't get any if you spin. That I think that's the ideal.
Yeah, that would be
that would suck
for that.
Especially if you're a free to play player, and you got nothing but 5 and 10Ks or whatever, and you forget that you have an empty space, whatever. When I got to get my first spin of the day real quick. I got a 5K. Great. That means I got to walk and get rid of this 5K before I can get the breeding done that we were going to do. Maybe we had scheduled to meet up to do this breeding.
Yeah, so. Especially those times when you're trying to do Adventure Sync and you hatch the exact amount of eggs that you need. You need 2 slots open, and then you turn on the Go Plus, and then you picked up the eggs from Pokestops, and then you're beat for it.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to use an infinite on a 2 kilometer. That way you have the ability to get the 5 and the 10 kilometer egg. And sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's not. I got my second 100% Riolu from an Adventure Sync egg, so...
I still don't have a single Riolu.
Really?
Nope. I still don't have one.
Well, do you get the 50 kilometers for Adventure Sync?
Hell no, I don't want that much. I sit at a desk all day. Well, not all day, but at my work. So there's just no...
Well, you should get out and walk a little bit. Good for fresh air. Maybe we'll have to meet up again and do the podcast for that.
Try to get wandering around?
Yeah. But yeah, they do say that the Adventure Sync eggs are more suited towards it's certain Pokemon. Let me bring up my Go Field Guide app.
Oh.
Yeah, the Adventure Sync 10 kilometer eggs. Well, I guess that's a regional, but yeah. So it's Riolu is in there, but it's still like a lot of other 10 kilometers as well. So it's Feebas, Absol, Shanks, Gibble, Timber, Golet, Ferroseed, Clink, Salk, Riolu, Litwick, Dino, Axu, Alola Throw, Darumaka, and Audino. And I think Siglif is in there as well if it's in your region. Yeah, they need an egg rework, which is, once again, one of the things that they're working on for 2021 because they're doing a basic mechanic change-up with everything.
Yeah.
So one of the other professions I was thinking about was a Pokemon doctor. Yes, anyone can be a nurse, but there were doctors in the Pokemon series as well. So
and only isn't it Nurse Joy?
Nurse Joy, yeah, she was everywhere.
She can be the only nurse.
Yeah, but I think there might be some backlash because current day and age. But yeah. Anyway, so the step progression for that would basically be potion, super potion, hyper potion. They probably wouldn't do the max items because that might be a little overpowered.
Yeah.
And they would probably do a basic revive, or they would do a gear-powered generator for a step-based revive. That way it's not too overpowered, and it'll introduce a... Really? I don't know. Basically, Pokemon Doctor reviving things, that would be the most efficient thing you can think of for that. Any ideas for that?
No, that's a little... I had to dig into the lore of the main series, and it's... I don't know.
Yeah. It's a little tricky for that, but it could be that you just can simply heal everyone else. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
You might be able to do one other person per day, otherwise you can heal up to 10 of your Pokemon each day.
Something, or maybe give different abilities in raids.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Oh,
Didn't they say they're going to redo the raid?
Oh, raids definitely needed, yeah.
Didn't they say they're going to redo that? Maybe they can add like the more traditional tanks and healers and... I don't know.
Maybe. That might make it a little too complex, but I can definitely see that if they were to do the landscape mode edition. That way a player could hold it in front of them and then dodge as they need to.
True.
As long as they're not dodging into traffic, so...
Well... dive, duck, dodge, dip, and dive. Or dodge. Whatever it was. Into traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, some of these are just...
I think that one's some thought.
They're just thought motivators, general ideas.
Yeah.
What Niantic's going to work out is how they're going to work out their own things down the road anyway. These are just opening up the conversation for making an in-game economy that players can use and reward themselves with or do other things. Like the other things I have here are a toy maker or a Pokemartyr. That might be a bit rough, Pokemartyr. But basically they can create toys for your buddies to play with. Those toys could also attract wild Pokemon, forming like a 5-minute incense or just a random Pokemon from there.
They could do...
And they could do
introduce
like
candies.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess not. I mean, they had candy already as like what you use to power up and evolve, but
yeah. Well,
I remember you used to make candies to give them.
It could be the free-to-play way to get rare candy for other players.
That'd be cool. Like you can make like
a rare candy a week or something.
Yeah, you can encounter like spin stops for more items, and then you can three of these specific ingredients can make.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, because the ingredients were berries for the candies in the main series. So I don't know how they introduce more berries. I don't know.
Well, it could just be that instead of, just like in Wizards Unite, they have the inns and then they have the greenhouses. So they could introduce a workshop of sorts that are based off of each profession that you can then farm for items through there, and those items are then used as fodder for other things.
Okay.
But these are just the way that it actually... It's all random. I don't know exactly. I have two more things on here. A battler and a berry farmer. So berry farmer can multiply berries, make poffins for friends, and maybe it forms a buddy inspection for a bonus heart, and it can also tell other players that, oh, this one is going on here, and they can give another ribbon to them. Like how they used to have it in the main series. You hit a certain friendship gap, and then, boom, you get another ribbon. Could be an interesting way. Or they can change the color of the buddy ribbon. So instead of the red and orange, it could be blue and red or other stuff. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
And for the battler one, it can be training dummies of sorts.
Okay. Because
PvPers are always looking for extra ways to practice. So it could be used to simulate attack styles, so you can practice all of the fairy, the grass, psychic, all the different types for when you use in PvP or the Team Go Rocket battles.
Okay.
It could also be for gym dodging or attack practice. So, like, learning how to time the attacks, especially if the mechanics change up a lot when it comes to gyms and raids. And learning the timing when it comes to raids as well. So, you can see, okay, I have 2 taps and then a dodge for Arcanine here. Meanwhile, Piloswine needs 1 tap and then a dodge each time based off of the boss you're fighting.
Okay.
But yeah, just general idea, random ideas. Augmental at that. Did we forget anything?
Probably.
Did you want to go in? I mean, yeah, there was the PvP changes that were coming up. They just announced them. We briefly went over it.
Yeah, so say while we were recording.
Yeah, talking about the Season 4, the end of Season 3 and everything. And a Halloween Cup. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that piqued my interest.
Yeah, so it'll be the Flying Cup in starting September 24th. Basically, self-style, but for GBL. So for random casual players.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to the way that they restricted legendaries in the Premier Cup. And the Halloween Cup will be poison, ghost, bug, dark, and fairy types. Oh, yeah. So they'll have all of the starters in their Halloween costumes again, too, as rewards. You remember them, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I full on got the costume and the Bulbasaur.
Mm-hmm.
I was working, and I left work at like 4:30 the day that the event ended.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Damn, I'm not gonna get him. I'm not gonna get Bulbasaur." I ran out of time. I couldn't find a raid. And as I was on my way home, I was like, "Well, let me swing by the church real quick and see if anybody's." There's a chance. It's it was like
they lag behind, yeah.
Because I was like, if there's a chance that if it spawned at the egg spawned right before 4, and it's up for an hour, and then I got 45 minutes to spare, like wiggle room there. And I was like, I don't know, it's a long shot. Sure enough, there was one that was like 3 minutes left when I got in there.
Oh, damn.
And it was close to 5:30 by the time I started the raid. I was like, yeah, I got him.
Nice. Well, they're back again if you're trying to go for a shiny one. Well, they'll be back again when the Halloween event all comes out. So,
was it shiny?
They had chances for it, yeah. I know that you could get the... what's the name?
I got one of them.
The Inception Pikachu shiny.
Which one?
The one where Pikachu has a costume of Mimikyu who always wears a costume of Pikachu.
Right. The Pikachu layer shiny.
Yeah.
I have one of the weird Bulbasaur costume shinies. I don't remember which one it is.
I think Bulbasaur had Cubone hat, wasn't it?
I have. Okay, so it wasn't the.
It was like a woolly hat.
I have the shiny Ninjask. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I was looking for Laura, and I found it. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe it wasn't.
Oh,
Charmander has the Cubone.
Yeah, Shedinja. He had the Shedinja outfit.
Maybe it was Squirtle. I don't know. One of these guys I caught right at the end.
Yeah, Squirtle.
And I got my
top hat.
Yeah, the key guy, right? Oh, I don't remember who he is.
Siglith? Or no, the it was Yamask.
Yamask, okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that's enough of that. I have the shiny Bulbasaur costumed.
Nice.
Whatever.
Yeah, so that'll be around when the Halloween Cup comes out for that. So you have 10 days left if you want the GBL rewards for Season 3, because they usually offer you a boatload of Stardust, depending on what rank you can hit. In addition to... Let me see if I can get the exact information. The walking requirement will not... There will not be a walking requirement for GBL yet, again, thanks to COVID and all that. The friendship requirement for battling remotely will still stay at Good Friends. Pikachu Libre rewards will still be rank 7. Avatar items inspired by Blue from the RPG will continue to be rank 10.
Okay.
Was it Blue? I thought it was Steven. Okay. Anyway. But, the win rewards and Pokemon rewards will remain the same as Season 3. Or maybe that was the change from there. Yeah, anyway. We'll go into that next time. Anyway. I think that's it for this week.
All right.
Okay, we'll do the outro then. Nothing else from you?
I don't think so. I think it's I think we covered everything we were planning on it. So
yeah, we didn't do too many details about the AR Alliance thing, but there's not really too much in means of information.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of info out there anyway.
Yeah,
it's tough to speculate because it's more of a business partnership and a game plan for way down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for everyone joining us this week. This has been Augmented Naturally. Make sure you give us a follow, a share, a like, whatever you feel like. But with your fingers, don't forget. Biscuits. Too many dirty jokes floating around.
Don't do it.
You can find us on Anchor, YouTube, any other podcast distributors as well. Twitter. Pretty much find us basically anywhere. We nailed the name for the most part. However you stay social, stay in touch. We'll catch you in the next one. Remember, good balls, good calls, good luck. Stay augmented, my friends.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.